positive live chat experience for you and your viewers. Choose who can learn more button. Double tap to activate. Back button, window navigation bar. To build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers. To build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers. Back button, YouTube. Mute microphone. Switch camera. Double tap. Save highlight. Enable flash. Double tap. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Welcome to live chat. Remember. Share button. Double tap to activate. Quick share with your audience. Share with your audience out of list. Copy link button. Quick share button. Share with create post button. Quick copy link button. Messages button in list. Share with your audience out. Gmail. WhatsApp camera. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Chat options button. Double tap to chat filter top messages button. YouTube. Community moderation but chat filter top messages button. Double tap to activate. YouTube. Chat filter out of list. Unselected none. Hide all chat messages button in list 3 item. Overview. Unselected. None. Unselected all messages. Show every message including potential spam button. Double tap to activate. Unselected none. Hide all chat messages button. Unselected all messages. Show every message including potential spam button. Double tap to activate.
Good morning everyone. I hope that you all will be very fine. Am I clear to everyone?
Unselected none. Hide all chat messages button. Double tap to activate. Unselected all messages. Show every message including potential spam button. Unselected none. Hide all chat overview button out of list window. Unselected none. Hide all chat messages button.
Yes guys, can you listen me?
Double tap to unselected none. Hide all chat messages button. Double tap to activate. Overview button out of list window nav. Unselected none. Hide all chat messages button in list 3. Unselected all messages. Show every message including potential spam button. Double tap to activate. Unselected all unselected none. Hide all chat messages button. Overview button. Unselected none. Hide all chat messages button in list 3 items window YouTube. Double tap to activate.
Okay guys. So we are going to start our session today. It is all about English language improvement. Actually, I found various requests from the various people, including the student, to give them the guidelines.
Unselected none. Hide all chat messages button.
About
double tap to overview button out of list window navigation bar. Double tap to activate. Double tap
English
and hold to long press.
language, or you can say
11:03 a.m. 11:03 a.m. 11:04 a.m. YouTube chat off. The legend voice. Yes, I am listen button. Double tap to activate.
For this
orientation
reason,
is locked. Rotate device back.
So for this reason, I started to do live stream on English language and its development for the people living in Pakistan, and as well as for those countries who are not native speakers of the English language. In this session, we will discuss such methods or such very important points that would definitely give you the idea that how can we work on improving our English language. When we talk about the language English, then we come to know that English language is the modern means of communication. Anywhere, in any institute or in any department or at any you can say part of the life, we need to use, we need to speak.
Online BI final PPSC.
But most importantly, what I would like to say, more than speaking, the understanding of English is very important. If you understand English very well, if you listen English very well, then you can speak it very well. What I mean to say, a good listener is always a good speaker. If you listen well, you speak well. If you listen well, you understand well. And when you understand well, then you can speak it very well. So, whenever, if you have to work as a professional, if you have to appear in front of any interview panel, or if you have to go for any job in public or private sector, you need to communicate. The word communicate represent your communication skills. And you have to show modern or communication skills that are appropriate or that are standardized according to the need of that department, according to the need of these modern times. So, for that, what I can say that improving English language is very mandatory, is very necessary, is very compulsory for all those who want to flourish in their lives, for all those who want to get progress in their life, for all those who want to build up a positive reputation of their personality. It's just a language. Keep one thing in your mind: English is just a language. It is not the ways to represent your intelligence, actually. It's just a language. And when you have this language, you can communicate with others, you can communicate your needs, you can communicate your thoughts, you can communicate your potentials, even you can communicate yourself to the people who are listening you with this modern language, or what I can say, with this international language. You can communicate, you can stay connected to the international world as well. So let's start some of the important points that I have especially prepared for you people, that what are the suitable ways to improve English language or to develop English language skills among you. So we have some points that I would like to speak, or I would like to elaborate right now. So point number one, what I suggest is to watch English movies. You can some of the best English movies on YouTube. You can find some of the best English movies that you can watch to improve your English language skills. In these English movies, you can also watch some television shows as well. Keep one thing, there are some animated movies. I suggest, or if I prefer you for you people, that if you watch some you can say animated movies that represent English language, or if they have some kind of captions on their bottom, or you can say, or there is a slide as a caption that is running on and you see. So in this way you can get the idea what is going on or what they are going to speak. So what I suggest, that you should stay connected with some kind of English movies, because English movies give you the idea, increases your comprehension, and make you good listeners of English language. So this is point number one. So when we talk about point number two, speak with native English language speakers. This is point number two. I must say that speaking of a language is the best way to improve your speaking skills. This is what I say always. So I suggest practice with native speakers, and doing some kind of, you can say, making it a habit for you. So it will surely improve your vocabulary, your grammar, pronunciation, and conversation skills. Because when you are in a practice phase, it will surely give you the idea what you are going to speak and how you are going to speak. You can also get feedback on your speaking. So point number three, the best technique: record your voice. We all have a cell phone. This is the time of technology. We all have a cell phones in our hands. So this is the best suitable strategy, that try to speak English, record it in your cell phone, and then try to listen it again. And after listening, compare your voice, compare your speaking style with some native speakers. In this way, you can bring some improvement in your English language skill. So, point number four, reading, making a reading habit. So,
WhatsApp checking for
you
new
know,
messages. Message WhatsApp 27 messages from 12 chats.
when we talk about reading skill, In this time, I believe that there is very less habits of the reading among the people or among the student. I surely suggest all of you who are listening me try to work on your reading skills, try to improve your reading skill. I remember when I was in the phase of learning
Plus 92
around
317 4035 244 hour.
I
Message WhatsApp
remember
28 messages
when
from
I
13 chats.
was in the phase
Message
of
WhatsApp 30
learning
messages from 13 chats.
in I think 2003 or 2004. I had the habit to go in the library daily around 10 a.m. and I had also a habit to read only the English newspaper, but not with the lip reading. I used to read the newspaper with high sound, and the level of high sound was that I could listen my own sound what I'm going to read with the style. And I think it gave me a lot of confidence. It gave me the idea how I am reading. And when I was reading, I checked my pronunciation as well. I listened and I analyzed my sound as well. So I suggest all of you, if you want to improve your speaking skills, you have to make a habit of reading on daily basis. And it will not take much time too, because I suggest that if you do reading for almost half an hour, so it will give you the good idea that how you can improve your speaking skills. Number 5, join English language speaking communities. It's better that try to make your environment of speaking English language. If you can make the environment, how you can make the environment now, this is the question. So you know what I can suggest, you can make the environment of English language around you by meeting those people who have the same thinking like you. You can make a group of those people who like to learn, who like to speak English. It will become a small community. Try to make your community bigger. Try to increase, try to add those people who think like you, who have the habit or who are keen learner to speak English, who are, you can say, uh, keen on always learning speaking English. So when you build up a community, so in this way you can speak with them, and with this networking skill, with this speaking skill, you can improve your English language as well. Number 6, learn phrases rather than single words. you know when I take the session, I take online session of improving English language for the period of 1 month. So in the start, what I say, try to work on pronouncing the letters, try to work on your phonetics, the sound of A, the sound of B, the sound of C till Z. So work on your phonetics. After that, this is stage number 1 when you work on our phonetics. After that, with the combination of the letters, we make words. And with the combination of the words, we make phrases. What does mean by phrases? Phrase is the group of word that makes sense but not complete sentence. So work on phrases rather than single words. Don't work on single words. Mostly, I have seen many students, whenever they try to communicate, they try to start from single word. Starting from single word is better, but moving forward towards speaking phrases is much better. So I suggest all of you that try to learn phrases, group of words that make sense but not complete sentence. Number 7, listening skill. Improve your listening skills. The most important thing before speaking. As I suggested you in point number 1 of this conversation today, that try to watch English movies actually, I was giving you the idea to work on your listening skills. There is a difference between hearing, listening, and critical listening. You have to work on listening skills. When you work on listening skills, you will develop automatically a critical listening skill. Now, let's discuss the difference between all these 3 points. Hearing is the physical process of the sound. What you listen generally, what you listen all the day long, what you listen some kind of voices around you, that is hearing. And from hearing process, when you listen something special, that is listening. So you have to work on your listening and critical listening. For example, if 3 or 4 people are sitting in your drawing room and they're talking to each other, when you try to listen the sound of your father, so from these 3 or 4 people, the sound of your father becomes your critical listening skill. To listen the sound of the father is possible when you have the critical listening skills. So I suggest work on your listening skills, then automatically your critical listening skills will be developed. Number 8, practicing English. You know, mostly people or most of the student say that they have the problem of developing their vocabulary. What I believe, vocabulary comes from practice only. Vocabulary do not
Out of list.
actually
Your lip.
it comes with your practicing skills.
The
How you
legend voice. Yes, I
practice,
am listen button. Double. She's in Nawaz. Yes button. Double
how
tap to
you
activate.
listen the things. Listening is very important, and with the listening, practice is very important. You have to practice of speaking English. if you
Message
will
WhatsApp 31
if
messages
you
from
will
13
not
chat.
speak well, if you will not speak well, if you will not practice well, and if you will not practice well, you cannot speak well. Both are correlated to each other. Number 9, build up your vocabulary. I told already that vocabulary building is only possible when you work on practicing, when you continuous work on increasing practicing, day by day practice with those people who are good listener, who are good speaker, practice with those people who are good learner as well, like you. So in this way, you can build up your vocabulary. Vocabulary does not mean, what is the meaning of the vocabulary? Vocabulary, the meaning of vocabulary is the collection of the words. Very simple. But when we discuss the word vocabulary again, then we come to know, for example, if there is a sentence, I am thirsty, or
Message WhatsApp
I
32 messages from 13
want
chats.
to drink water. I want to drink water. Listen again. I want to drink water. All these 5 words are, according to me, vocabulary. When you have the idea, when you learn how we use I want to drink water to convey your thoughts, that you are thirsty and you want a glass of water to drink, it means you have the vocabulary. So every single word in English language is your vocabulary. Vocabulary does not mean to speak very difficult word or to create impression in front of others. No, it's just a language, how you communicate to others. So let's talk about point number 10. Learn new words every day. This is very important. I believe that when you are a good learners of English language, at least you have to learn a new word every day. For this, you have to make a habit. When you develop a habit of learning new single word on daily basis, just imagine how many words you will understand, you will learn in few weeks. It's just the matters of learning English in some weeks, not months. I told already, if you have the interest to improve your speaking skills, to improve your English language skills. So what you have to do, you have to do just practice, or you have to focus on learning new words on daily basis. Number 11, read aloud. I have spoken this word already. I have spoken this word already, that you have to work on reading skills. So when you are reading something at your home, you have to read aloud. You have to read aloud for the purpose that your ear could listen your own sound. You have to read aloud for the purpose to check your pronunciation. You have to read aloud for the reason to understand what you're reading and how you are reading. Number 12, speak properly. In these modern times, we have some kind of applications. I'm sorry. In these modern times, we have some kind of applications available. We have YouTube, we have some other social media platforms where we can listen that how native speakers of English language are going to speak English. So we can copy them, we can imitate them, we can listen them, we can get idea from their speaking style, that how they are speaking and what they are speaking. After listening them, we try to speak properly. This is our point number 12, that we need to speak properly by getting the idea from other people. But at least practice is important. Number 13, point number 13, the important thing, speak English with manners. Point number 13, sorry, with manners. English language is not only the name of speaking, it shows your manners, that how you are speaking. You have to show manners. What I say, when I see the student, when I see the people, when they are replying someone, when they are answering someone, when somebody is talking to someone, at least they have to show some manners. Speaking manners show your humbleness. Speaking manners in English language show your gratitude for others. So learning English for the purpose of showing your manners is also significant in English language learning. Number 14, understanding your situation. Understanding your situation. Now, listen, when you discuss that term, understanding your situations, it means we have to speak English according to our situation. Whatever the situation is there, we need to express ourselves according to that situation. For example, I am just giving you a situation, and the situation is that you are standing on a bookshop. Now, just imagine, suppose if you are standing on a bookshop, definitely you have to purchase some sort of stationery. So you have to speak the words or the sentences according to the situation of bookshop. If you are sitting with the friends, you will speak the sentences according to the situation of that party with the friends. If you are standing or on a, you can say, grocery store, you have to speak sentences as per the situation of grocery shop. I mean to say, you cannot speak the sentences of bookshop on grocery shop. You cannot speak the sentences of friends party at bookshop. So you have to speak those sentences that are most relevant to the situation where you are standing or where you're sitting or where you're present. Number 15, listen to English podcast. I told you already, there are various podcasts of you can say on various topics, and if these podcasts are there on YouTube or some any other social media platform, and that podcast is based on, you can say, English language, I must suggest you to listen that podcast carefully. In this way, you will get to know You will get to know what is the trending style of speaking English. You have to follow the trends of English language. You can understand, whatever your native language is there, if you are Urdu speaker, or if you are Pashtun, or whatever your language is there, or if you speak some, you can say, Afghani language, or if you speak some Hindi, or if you speak some Bengali. So you have to be very careful when you are learning English language, because speaking native language is very easy to convey yourself. You can convey your ideas, you can convey your thoughts, or even you can convey yourself to anyone, because these are your mother languages and you can speak very well. You can convey yourself very well. But the important thing, when you try to speak English, you feel it hard to convey yourself. So what you can do, don't compromise on speaking English just. So I am right now, I'm just giving you the idea. Try to join some kind of English language podcast that are live, and in this way you can understand what is the trending style of speaking English. Number 16, practicing English grammar. You know, in this point, when we talk about the sentence or phrase practicing English grammar, I believe, although grammar is not necessary, but at some extent grammar is very necessary to speak, because it gives you a clear, a comprehensive, or explicit concept how you can speak complete sentence by following the proper parts of speech, or by following the proper structure of the sentence. Grammar gives you the idea that which sentence you are making on the basis of tense. You know very well, we have 12 tenses, and we use these 12 tenses in our writing, in our speaking. Even if we are reading something, the reading is also based on some kind of tenses. And these, you know very well, that tenses are made of the words, and words have their own recognition in the light of parts of speech. So in modern speaking language, or in modern speaking times, you have to improve, you can improve your speaking skills by understanding English grammar. And for this, I suggest you that if you have subscribed my YouTube channel, you can just go to playlist. In playlist, you can find a folder named English grammar. In that folder of English grammar, you can find complete recorded lecture of English grammar, where you can find parts of speech, you can find tenses, all 12 tenses. You can also find active voice or passive voice. You can also find narrations, direct or indirect, with examples, with complete a comprehensive, you can say, concept. Even you can listen or you can read also the same things on the slides that I have recorded for you people on my YouTube channel. So you just visit Kashif Iqbal on YouTube, and then you can find much more over there. Number 17, improve your pronunciation. In English language, when you talk about the word pronunciation, the meaning of pronunciation is you can say, speaking the words with proper sound. Very simple. And in pronunciation, what I believe, uh, I want to give you the idea here. There are 26
Message. WhatsApp
alphabets in
36 messages.
English
14
language.
chats.
You know very well. 26 alphabets. And in these 26 alphabets, few letters are very important. And these few letters are C, K, P, T, Q, R. What I believe, although these 26 letters have their own sounds, we call these sounds as phonetics. Try to work on improving your phonetics. try to work on listening the sounds of the alphabets, because when you improve, when you get the idea about the sounds of the alphabets, so you should be very careful, because with these sounds of alphabets, with these letters, we make words. With these words, we make phrases. With these phrases, we make sentences. With these sentences, we make paragraph. So the journey starts from the sounds of the alphabets, and it goes till making paragraph, till speaking long stories. So, if you want to work on your speaking style, on your English language skill, you have to work on your pronunciation as well. Number 18, keep English vocabulary books. You know, English vocabulary books are very important. These are available in the markets, but most importantly, you can find English vocabulary around you on daily basis. You can find it on Google, a lot of vocabulary over there. You can find it on YouTube. Many people are speaking over there. When I was in the learning phase, I had the habit. I remember once I was admitted in the hospital, and when the group of the doctors came to me for my physical examination, they were talking to each other. They were speaking to each other.
Alam Zabe. Yes, sir. Button.
So
Double
what
tap to activate.
happened? What happened? When they were talking to each other, they were talking in English. At that time, I was listening them. And when I was listening, I was increasing my vocabulary as well. That which kind of English these doctors are using in their normal conversation. So I suggest, when you listen some new words, at least you should find a meaning. You should find its understanding through Google. You can find the meaning through Google. You can install a dictionary in your mobile phone, or you can install a dictionary in your laptop. Over there, you can find its meaning. Presently, I have two dictionaries in my laptop. One is related to English dictionary, and the name of that dictionary is, you can say, World Web. And second is Urdu dictionary, also in my laptop. English to Urdu or Urdu to English, like that. We can find their meanings on Google or through online sources as well. So you can improve your vocabulary by keeping some vocabulary books in your book drawer. Number 19, to try to connect with those people who have some interest. Try to make the circle of those friends who are English language lovers. And when you select such kind of people who are English language lovers, try to reflect your English language speaking in your, you can say, daily conversation. Try to speak English in your daily conversation skills. It will give you the idea. It will increase your confidence. And one more thing also, when you're speaking English, try to speak little slowly. Don't try to speak too fast. Try to speak yourself. If you are sitting at your home, or if you are sitting with the friends, try to reflect, try to speak about any situation in English language. Try to convey your ideas. So what I say in last, that when you have the skill, when you have the interest, or when you have some life goals to achieve, if you have set some life goals for your life, if you want to achieve these life goals, at least you have to work on your communication skills. And in communication skills, speaking English is at the top in Pakistani context. So I also advise you, you can also join my English language courses as well, that I offer for the period of 1 month. Definitely it is paid, but at least you are getting something. you learned something. So these are the important points to improve your English language skills. I hope that this lecture will be very beneficial for you. I hope that you had the idea that how to improve English language skills. And when you follow all these points, all these 20 points that I have described, that I have spoken, that I have elaborated in front of you, I hope you must understood that what we are going to say or what you have to learn from this conversation. So when you get the idea of speaking English, you can use it in your normal daily life. You can speak it very well. Try to speak it very well, at least what we can say. At least try is very important. And when you convey your thoughts to other by following these 20 points, it will increase your confidence. And confidence is the key to improve your speaking skills. Okay, so this is all about from my side.
Orientation
If
is
you
locked.
have
Rotate device back.
any question, so you can share it, you can ask it in the comments bar. You can listen this lecture also again on my YouTube channel. It will be uploaded very soon. And try to share your feedback in the comments box or in the WhatsApp group. Thank you very much. See you next time, inshallah, in the month of February 2025 with some exciting or new stuff. Thank you very much. Take care.
Live out of list. Finish button. Double tap to act. OK button. YouTube. Switch camera.